Okay, good morning. Welcome to
Family Math number 38.
Family Math number 38. Today we're going to figure out if this piece of wood that we had to cut from a tree that fell into our yard from the hurricane, does it weigh more or less than the same amount of water? Okay?
Yep.
Alright, can you turn our scale on? Let's see how much it weighs. This is not going to be the easiest thing to see on camera, but how much does that weigh?
51.5.
51.5 pounds. And what shape does this piece of wood look like?
Mine is cylinder shape.
It looks pretty much like a cylinder. So let's see how long it is. This ruler is 12 inches long. So there's one. It's basically two rulers tall. So how tall is it?
22 feet.
How many inches?
24.
24 inches. Very good. And let's see what the radius is. Hopefully that's on. Okay, it's about 10-inch diameter. So what's the radius?
Radius is 5 inches.
The radius is 5 inches. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go to the
Whiteboard.
to the whiteboard. Okay, here we are at the whiteboard, and we've got some of the data from our wood. And we said the height of the wood was what?
With 24 inches.
24 inches. The radius was?
5 inches.
Okay, and then you don't know this probably, but the volume of a cylinder is pi. Do you know what pi is?
It's an imaginary number.
Oh no, pi is not imaginary. It's a real number. It's about what?
3.14159.
Yeah, good. And then so times the radius squared times the height. So this is pi. This is about 3.14 times the radius squared. What's 5 squared?
5 squared is 10. 25.
No, 5 times 5.
But 25.
25 times 24. So this is about, this is about 1,885 inches cubed. Okay? That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how many inches cubed. So if we had little cubes, like Duplo blocks that were 1 inch on a side, I think the Duplo blocks are probably a little smaller than that because they're not 1 inch tall.
Yeah.
But it would take about 1,885 of these little cubes to build that same piece of wood.
Well,
And it weighs. Do you remember how much it weighed?
it was like 51.5.
51.5 pounds. LBS, that's the abbreviation for pounds. It's pretty weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that means that this is about 51.5 pounds by 1885 inches cubed, or approximately 0.0273 pounds per inches cubed. Okay? That's how much that weighs. This is how many pounds. 0.273 pounds for every inch cubed of that wood.
Whoa.
Well, okay. Now we looked up on the internet and we found that water weighs about 62 pounds per foot cubed. Okay? So if we have a foot cubed of water, so a cube, 1 foot on each side of water, that would weigh 62 pounds. Pretty amazing, right? But unfortunately, we calculated the weight of our wood in inches cubed. So we got to go from a foot cubed to an inch cubed. So if we have a cube that's 1 foot on each side, we got to figure out how many inches cubed that is. Do you know how to do that?
No.
Give it a shot.
Well, I know for square inches.
Okay, what do you do for square inches? What would you do here?
Well, from square inches to square feet, there's 144 square inches.
Okay, what do you do in the picture to see that there's 144 squares?
144 square inches?
Square inches.
I forgot that part.
Okay, well let's draw a picture of a foot, of a square. I mean, it's 1 foot on each side. So how do you figure out that it's 144 square inches on each side?
It's 12 inches by 12 inches.
Okay, instead of 1 foot, we write it as 12 inches, and we get the area is 12 times 12. So what do you think you do for a cube? It's 1 foot on each side.
Well, probably 12 cubed.
Ah, it's 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. So there are 12 cubed inches cubed in every foot cubed. Okay? So we have to do, wood is 62 divided by 12 cubed pounds per foot cubed. Okay? And this is about 0.359 pounds per inch cubed. So this is, oops, I forgot a zero. 0.0359. So this is heavier. This is a bigger number. 0.359 is bigger than 0.273. So if we made some water in the exact same shape of that wood, it would be about 30% heavier. So water's heavier than wood. Do you know what that means about wood?
It can float on water.
Right, wood floats in water. What else floats in water?
Bread and apples.
Bread, apples, yeah.
Very small rocks, churches.
Very small rocks, churches. Anything else?
Ducks.
A duck! Huh. A duck. Do you think that wood weighs the same as a duck?
No.
Ducks
No?
are probably a little bit heavier.
Ducks are heavier?
Maybe lighter.
Maybe lighter?
Yeah, later.
Have you ever held a duck?
No.
No? So we're not sure, but maybe. Maybe. Okay, good job, guys. Good job. That's some hurricane math. That's pretty fun, right?
Yep.
We learned that wood is lighter than water, so wood will float in water. Pretty cool.